being a vegan. So, it's just like, you vegan? You eat all of that crap? Like, what? Now, had someone told me this earlier, I wouldn't have even had a time or a segment of my life to be labeled as a vegan. So far, it's a win, 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 win for me. But there is one thing that takes away all of those wins immediately. It's more of variety, more energy, more clarity, more options for yourself, and you become a bigger investment and less of an expense. I'm lying? I am happy for the exposure and the experiences that I've had with people on this journey, whether by chance or on purpose. But as I continue to grow in my purpose, I wish um, that I had known some of these things a little sooner. It's your health and wellness coach, Marisha Heaven Body Fitness, and I need to spend a few minutes with y'all and be real and give y'all the real about this lifestyle. It's no time like the present, though, and I can make it better than what it started as. These same things that I'm sharing with you. So, the first one up is more variety. This is what initiated the journey for me to transition. I know a lot of people who have transitioned because they didn't want to be of harm to the animals. That came later for me, although it was like not that far later. It was in the back, my reference, back of the head there. But it was more variety for me because I was tired of having the rotation. If you grew up in a household where your parents cooked or they made you cook, or you had to help with taking stuff out the fridge to thaw out, it was A on Monday, B on Tuesday, C on Wednesday, fish Friday, fast food Saturday or Sunday when you go food shopping, and then you have a repeat throughout the week of something that you had to take out and thaw out or take out and warm up. And it was like, pull out the violin. Boring. And that is what pushed me over. And I find that on this side, you have so much variety, especially if you travel a lot. You can live off the land, especially in the tropics. You have so many more fruits, so many more vegetables. There's so many more options. And you can make mock of stuff with plants or the mushrooms. You can make it to a meat. Jackfruit, make it to a meat. So, because a lot of people are wanting the texture familiarity with these foods that they alternate with, right? So you have so many more options, and I genuinely truly appreciate that. Number two, you become more of an investment and less of an expense. So you become like that liability asset type scenario, and you taking care of yourself, your partner or your family members don't have to worry about the excess bills, or now it would hurt your insurance obviously because they look for you to be ill and sick and all of these things. So you become a greater investment with everything that you do. So when you flip the script on how you take care of yourself, it branches off. And now if you have children, it is um, less of a burden to think of how they're going to take care of mom or dad, because guess what, you're taking so much good care of yourself that they're gonna be like, dang, I gotta step my game up because my mom or my dad or my uncle or my aunt or godmommy, however you are related to anybody. Same thing for work. These people look for you to be ill, and it just goes back to the whole hospital thing. doctor thing where everybody gets more cash flow when you are ill. So be a investment rather than an expense. Taking care of yourself or eating better falls under an investment. So people go food shopping or whatever it is involving being healthier. Oh, that's too expensive. And then I'm like, wait, you talking about yourself? You talking about you? Like you prefer the cheap, the not so good? If it's on me, I want the best quality. That's it. Number three, more energy. Don't stop, get it, get it. Don't stop, get it, get it. Don't stop, get it, get it. We gonna do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Listen, you're gonna notice you have more energy. You're more vital. You are stronger, capable of doing a lot of things. You're gonna notice that you're not as winded. You're gonna notice you release weight, so now you're able to run up a flight of steps and not be out of breath. You're gonna be able to get more done in a day and not have to sit down and take a nap or take a breather. You will notice it, and other people will notice it too, but more importantly, it's you who's going to notice it, okay? And I don't know about you, but for me, when I notice change, I'm leaning towards sticking to that route, okay? So I'm like, wow, more energy? Ooh, okay. I am good over here, and I like it like that. More clarity. Brain fog is gone. It's gone. You're gonna notice you can see clearly now. The fog is gone. You're gonna notice also immediately how clear you think. You're gonna notice how fast answers and things come to your head. You're gonna notice how your memory changes for the better. Where you're gonna start being able to say stuff fast. It's not gonna take you longer to think about anything. You're gonna have more clarity on what is being said to you in prayer, what is being said to you in your inner head, your inner God self talking, and you're not gonna doubt yourself as much. You're gonna be like, oh wow, like that was loud. You know how cause sometimes we will be like, wait, what? Nah, did I mean that? Did I? You gonna skip all that. It's gonna be so loud that you're going to be thinking that someone is like really like bam in your face talking to you. Number five, more options. While everyone else is limited with their options, you will have more variety, especially even if you are a particular eater, and even if you're not, you could go to a restaurant and have, because some of these places now it's easier to eat at a restaurant, but before you had to get a bunch of sides. But some restaurants are still the same, so you would have to eat a bunch of sides. Same thing at a party. You could have a bunch of sides and your plate gonna still be as full and you're still gonna be good. Now, if you're in the vegetarian phase, you definitely may have um, a little bit more variety because like sweet potatoes being made, a lot of people make that with butter. Um, do we add milk? I don't know. Sometimes marshmallows, and these things are not like animal free. So but being on the animal free side, you still will have a good variety. And especially you have more to eat. You ain't gotta worry about running to the line and getting no food because these skeptics around you who run away from words and things that look like the seasoning that they put in their food, they're gonna be hogging everything else. So at any function, I do not get up and rush. I just be like, all right, I know when I'm gonna get that, that, and that, and that. And then I'll be good. The one thing I will tell you that is a negative that I do not like, and I don't know if you are on this type of time, but I am so against people labeling people um, in a negative aspect of being a vegan. So, it's just like, you vegan? You eat all of that crap? Like, what? What do you see it on TV or they say, oh, you don't have any flavor. You could eat outside and be good. I don't know what TV shows they're watching, and at this point, with all of this technology being available, I feel like people are doing things on purpose now. Like you're just, where do you get your protein? I am over that question. I laugh at people who ask that now because how long we been on this internet like doing this? And I'm talking about like Instagram, Facebook, where YouTube, you can see all of these reels, right? That information alone. Now, if you're older than that, you had exposure to dictionaries, you had exposure to books, you had exposure to other videos. You had exposure. You know at least one person who is on this type of time. That ish blows my mind. So I do not associate with that word um frequently. So if I'm not connected to somebody and I'm in passing, they're like, hey, you vegan? Yeah. And a lot of people still don't even know what that word means because they think it's still animals, like you eating animals. Or you could have collard greens. Meanwhile, they cook the collard greens with some animal in it, turkey, ham. Oh, you could have what is it? Eggs, or you could have milk. And I'm just like, are you guys joking with me, or are you being serious? I just eating whole foods is what I do. I really don't like the label thing. So you ask me who I am, what are you? I'm free. That's what I am. I'm free of associating with myself with a class that the world tries to put me in. I am free and I'm enjoying life and I eat whole foods and I can manipulate them to be um, what I want them to be. They'll be grilled mushroom strips. It'll be whatever I want it to be. And for those who are newly transitioning, if you still want to call stuff what it makes you think about, then go right ahead. Do what works for you, okay? Stop letting the world put you in a box and move right along. There is no need to be so skeptic of a lifestyle. And I'm looking at myself. I keep telling y'all that I like to go back and forth, but there's no need to be skeptic of a lifestyle that's going to assist and aid you with feeling better, living longer, looking better. And you have an array of more flavors to try out. Chef it up in the kitchen and just learn new things, right? Like get out your comfort zone. You're not missing out on anything. You're adding to your life. You're adding. And even if you don't want to converse about this lifestyle, you can still listen to it without being like, why we gotta do this stink look? Why? Why? Because that world made you that way. You ain't learning on your own. You watch TV, you watch something that said X, Y, and Z, and now you're repeating it until you drill it in a hole. You can definitely try this out, right? And when you convert or switch over or transition, whatever word you want to use, it doesn't have to be permanent. You can literally do something for a month, 2 months, every other month. Have it annually where you do something where there's no animals involved for a certain amount of time. That'll be your reset time. Take a break. Your body needs it. I wish you well and I wish you wealth. And until next time, you already know, I will talk to you soon. Peace. Make sure you get your copy of my ebook, Eat Well, Live Well, today.